Hello, fellow gardeners and growers. My name is Emma and I am the Urban Botanist. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to make your own organic beeswax wraps with Lee Valley tools. If you've ever wanted to reduce your consumption of single-use plastics, beeswax wraps are a great option to replace that cling wrap that honestly never quite works the way we want it to anyways. Beeswax wraps are a much more eco-friendly option when it comes to covering and protecting your food, wrapping up your cheeses, veggies, fruits, and so much more. I had used that plastic cling wrap for years and had always wished for a more sustainable alternative. So when I first heard about beeswax wraps and started noticing that they were becoming more popular, I was really excited to have that option.
They are also a great Ziploc bag substitute. And not only is beeswax an organic material, it also has natural antimicrobial properties that reduces the growth of mold and other bacteria, keeping your food naturally fresher for longer.
This amazing DIY kit by Lee Valley Tools includes absolutely all the materials that you need to make your own organic beeswax wraps at home. And I'm going to show you just how fun and easy it is to make them yourself.
Included in each kit are 5 pieces of 100% cotton square cutouts. There are 2 small sizes that measure 7 by 7 inches and a larger 10 by 10 inch size, which is perfect for sealing larger containers and large awkward veggies like squash, for example. The patterns of the fabric varies from kit to kit, but I just love the patterns and colors on these fun fabrics. Also included in the kits are 3 beeswax pucks, and the actual pucks of beeswax inside the kits are pre-mixed with jojoba oil and resin to create wraps that stay flexible at room temperature and have enough tack to cling to containers and the cloth itself, making them super easy to use and reuse over and over again.
This is a lot of beeswax, and in fact, they provide you with extra to make sure that you are able to touch up your wraps as you go.
A stir stick and brush are also provided for actually applying the wax to your material.
And of course, instructions for making and caring for your wraps. Another great thing about this kit is absolutely all of its contents are made in Canada. All right, let's get started with our DIY beeswax wraps.
First thing we are going to do is set up a double boiler with water, letting it come to a gentle simmer. Place one of your beeswax pucks into the second pot to melt. At the same time, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure that you stir the wax occasionally. Next, get yourself a baking tray. Line your tray with parchment paper to make the cleanup as easy and seamless as possible. Now we're going to lay our fabrics down on top of the parchment paper. If the fabric is being layered slightly on top of other pieces, that's okay. Once the wax puck has fully melted, use your brush to apply the wax sparingly onto the fabric. Remember, you can always easily add more wax later. You don't have to worry if the wax starts to harden. Just take your time applying to all of the fabric, making sure that all corners and edges are covered with wax. Place the tray with the waxed fabric into the oven for about 2 minutes, keeping a close eye on your fabric so that they don't burn. You want to make sure that the wax melts and is distributed consistently over the fabric. Once the wax appears to be evenly melted on your fabric, pull out your tray. Using a fork, you want to remove the fabric from the tray before the wax dries. Do this carefully and wave the fabric back and forth to dry the wax. This should only take a few seconds to a minute max. Now your wraps are ready to use. To use the wraps, you simply hold them down over whatever you're trying to wrap for a few seconds so that the heat of your hand molds it to take the shape that you want. Cleaning them is also really easy. Simply rinse them under cold water, using soap if needed, and hang to dry. They are very simple to store and normally last between 3 to 6 months. Just fold them up and store in a dry, cool space. You will know it's time to apply some of that extra beeswax to the fabric when the wraps are no longer holding their shape, or if they start to feel more like fabric than they do a waxy wrap.
These ingredients are all food contact safe and very easy to wipe or hand wash in cold water in between uses. Each kit also includes extra wax so that you're able to touch up your wraps or refresh them when needed. They are biodegradable and always reusable, so you can use them over and over again, or simply pop them into your compost bin. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.